What's the most attractive thing your partner has said to you while having sex? The first time my now wife saw my erect penis, she exclaimed, "Wow. Excellent. It's only average size." We were in a position that was less than comfortable for him but felt amazing for me. I kept telling him we could stop or change positions. Pretty soon he grabbed me hard and said, "We're not done," and kept going so hard I couldn't speak anymore. That was pretty hot. This shit mark in me realize I've not been with a whole lot of pleasant lovers. I had one chick who just kept saying what? When I made eye contact with her like, "What do you mean what?" My husband was eating me out and I was enjoying it for a while and I said, "Sorry, I'm being greedy, it just feels good," and he stops, looks at me, said, "No, I'm being greedy," and went right back to it. I did a kegel, I think they're called. Whilst he was inside me and it made him come almost instantly. He went "Jesus Christ, how the fuck did you do that?" Quite the ego boost. Edited for accessibility. Accidentally popped out during and she moaned, "Give it back," with pure desperation in her voice. From NZ once was with a girl from the king country, she turns around, says, "Just chuck it in, bro." An ex was once giving me a quite frankly amazing BJ and at the point I was about to blow she stopped, looked me in the eyes and said, "You only get to come when I decide you can come." Then waited till I'd calmed down a bit, and carried on sucking. That's kinda stuck with me for 25 years. My lady just looked at me one day and said, "Bedroom, now." Marched me in and said, "I'm going to ride you until I come, then maybe I'll let you finish." That was it. Brain went into shutdown mode and some time later, I had a cigarette in my hand and only a vague awareness that I was very happy and very sweaty. She said, "Maram meantras me follows," what translate to something like, "Look at me while you fuck me." Damn sigh hot. My husband likes to go down on me and fuck, that man knows what he's doing, but occasionally I'll squirm and he will gentle put me back in my position and tell me he's not done with me yet, and then when I get back into position he will say, "That's my girl." That shit gets me every time. My name in a shaky tone as I ate her pussy. Mixed with the flailing of her hips. My jaw was sore for 2 days but never prouder. No, it never sounded so good. "You're so beautiful, your pussy is beautiful." I'd never been told that during sex until this past year. I almost cried. Probably sounds soppy as shit coming from a man, but she looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I love you and I've never felt a connection like it in my life." Victory hand. This was also the first time in the relationship either of us said it. It was my birthday. She told me to stick it in her ass and she was looking at me whispering "Happy birthday" as I was doing it. Damn. I definitely remember, "You're so fucking hot, holy shit." And OMG, "You're so fucking good" when I was going down on him. Other than that, I love the moans and groans. Men, be louder and more enthusiastic please. My first girlfriend from years ago, mid-coitus, and unfortunately I do not remember everything she said, but it was along the lines of, "I know, pant, we argue sometimes, pant, but I love you blah blah, and oh my god, I'm coming again." The whole situation just stuck with me cause it was ridiculous. She decided that this was the right time to come out with a speech, but also it's just an attractive outburst of emotion, so swings and roundabouts. The first time he ever saw me naked pleading face he said, "Fuck, you're beautiful in every way." After years of abuse, and swearing off men for around nearly a decade, his love and gentle giantness wore down my defenses. Pleading face, red heart, pleading face. She said my dick is magical. On the other hand, once she said, "You are the master," and I stopped cause of too much laughing. Not what he said, what he did. He licked my spine while hitting it from the back. Tingles. The first time my husband, then boyfriend, and I were together and it became apparent things were going that direction, he said, "Are you sure?" Which on its own is just a regular question, but the way he said it was everything. It was a genuine question, but his tone implied so much. The fact that he made getting consent sexy really did it for me. One time hearing my boyfriend say "I love you so much," my name, while he kissed his way down my torso drove me insane. Or "You feel so good while he fucks me" always does it for me too. "I'm going to take down the griddle from the cabinet over the fridge and make you pancakes in the morning. But you can't beat a well-timed, breathy good girl." I guess I was good enough to earn pancakes. Just hearing him say you're beautiful. I'm always just called cute, you're very cute etc, rarely do I get called beautiful. Woman shrugging. Well. When it's feeling good, the little huffs of breath and the little moans or whimpers. Kinda hot. I can't recall what it was I said anymore, but he looked at me from the balcony, laughed, looked me up and down, and said I'm gonna make you cry with this little shit-eating grin. And yeah, he made me cry. Great fucking night. Great fucking night. She flipped positions of me, had me at the bottom, she was on top, hand on throat, looked me in my eyes and said, I'm your mistress today. She had never done that before. Insta-kill on my part. Soul left. Something about dominance from a usual submissive person somehow awoke in me. I'm still coming. We had morning sex after the first night we met, she was on top and had an orgasm for 3 to 4 minutes. It was a life-changing event for me. Married her. You fucking asshole, right when I pull my dick out 2 strokes before she comes. Yes, she loves getting edged like that. My partner, not an English speaker, and I were doing our thing, and after switching to doggy and getting back into it, she shouted oh my god in the most pleasure-soaked English I've ever heard. I blurted out during sex that he's breaking me and that I'm gonna die, and he said good. My brain disconnected and I turned into a puddle. The first time my now wife and I had sex, as I'm going in, she says oh my god it's huge, which was total bullshit, but fuck, it was hot. Anything that shows they are having a good time. It doesn't have to be words either. Nothing feels better than knowing the other person is feeling good, all because of you. I love everything he says and all the noises he makes. He's always hyping me up and telling me how good I look, how he can watch me all night. But the one thing that does me in better than anything he says is his eye contact. I was giving it to her roughly more like fucking her. I slowed down a bit because I couldn't read her facial expression. So I asked her if everything was okay. She said yeah, I'm good, just hurts a bit. I then said okay, I'll slow down and not be so rough. She then said fuck no, don't slow down, I love a little pain and I want your cum deep in me. LOL, went back into smash mode and came deep af not too long after she said that. It was the first time I was with this girl. She was sit in the bed looking at me and I took off my shirt. She just stared at my body and whispered fuck. You are so handsome. I'm a Latino, so hearing this in my language was a big plus. Latin languages are hot af. I miss this moment. It was great for my self-esteem. When I'm downtown giving her oral and she starts arching her back and shaking, all while basically speaking gibberish like I'm excising a demon from her body. Bonus points when I have to wrap my arms around the tops of her legs to keep her from floating away. Super extra bonus points when she grabs onto my head and won't let me go until she's done. Also come inside me, as well as MMMPHMRMMM gag cough, MMHMM, asterisk MMHMM. MMMMMM.